Opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
This defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 22, Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. Hear about pressure creating diamond?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield.
And all the way down to the 35. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They're going to look to throw. They still can't get it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Seahawks' 19-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That's complete to Tony.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Off the option, here's ETN.
And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
At the goal line, a 9-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with ETN. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
No 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Saints nothing.
From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And it's intercepted in the end zone. Able to get there and pick it. Well, it's not every day you see a defense pick the ball off and already have 6 points without moving.
And on that play, no distance to run. Similar play, although it didn't happen right in the end zone, but you remember that Washington-Los Angeles Super Bowl where Joe Theismann tried to throw the screen pass? I can't remember the number, but he tried to throw the screen pass, and Jack Squire got it with no one around and just waltzed in and pretty much broke their backs. That's a similar play, although this one didn't have to run at all.
Here we go. Stats guy, Johnny, on the spot. Super Bowl 18, 38-9. It was in Tampa. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. The Saints.
A handoff to Barkley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Mostert.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends. Again, it's Mostert.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
10 more yards. Complete to Travis Etienne.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN.
They juked him, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 14.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Etienne. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
That's another Saints first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A give, it's Etienne off the option.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Travis Etienne, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead. They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up second and 9 at the 16-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Jackson going deep downfield for Ross. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Eluding the pressure right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he is is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Saints. First down. 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play there on the catch and run.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Etienne will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 2nd and very short, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson now. Out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Travis Etienne with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Now Jackson.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
It got his man complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Seattle.
And the Seahawks first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Mostert. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Jackson on first down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Buying time to... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. The Seahawks on third down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be third and a mile. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Keon Crossen. And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Seahawks 16.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 25 more yards.
They'll look to throw again.
Open man right side is Tony.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas. It looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
The 17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jackson now down around his goal line. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine